Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Joan. We are here in Thinking Machine. The artwork is an artificial intelligence program ready to play chess with the viewer. If the viewer confronts the program, the computer thoughts processes sketch on the screen at its play. A map is created from the traces of literally thousands of possible futures as the program tries to decide its best moves. Those traces become a key to invisible lines of force in the game as well as a window into the spirit of Thinking Machine. Alright, let's get started. So I'm moving the pawn here to d4. Look at this one. Look at the traces. Knight to c6. Let's use the bishop. Let's bring the bishop to f4, e3. What do the image mean? Is your when it is your white turn to move, the chessboard will gently fall to show the influence of the various pieces. Each white piece causes slight ripples on the square. It attacks black pieces in turn and darker ripples. When the machine block is thinking, a network of curves is overlaid on the board. The curve shows potential moves. So when I move this one here, you can see the curve like that. So meaning to say the knight will capture the pawn here in d4. But there's another possible move, is bishop move to f5 or g4. Then let's wait for the response. But okay, suddenly he decided to move the bishop to d7. So let's continue to develop. Let's moving the pawn to c3. Still the first process is he want to capture the pawn here in the center. The second one, he wants to move the bishop or moving the knight. Then let's see, it looks like he's going to move the bishop to g4, or there's another move here, pawn to h5. As you can see here, there's a pawn to h5. Then let's see. Alright, moving the knight to e4. That's a nice move. Let's bring the bishop here to d3. Then really quick response, e6. Let's bring the king in the castle, the safe place. Alright, bishop to d6. Attacking my bishop in f4, but I prepared to bring the bishop to g3. When the knight capture my bishop, I'm using my h-pawn to capture the knight. Then let's see. As you can see, the green dot one, you think that I have an attack here in this side. So then let's see. Possible move for a computer is pawn to e5 or castling. And there's another possible move here, b5. Then still wait, still thinking. Yeah, maybe that one bishop to wow, there's a lot of possible move here now. Alright, castle. So after the castle, let's develop the knight. Simple as that. Because the most important things in the opening, you need to develop all your pieces. Then let's see what is the next move. And the computer is thinking. It's showing us a lot of traces here, thousands of possible future. What is the technology behind this? The artwork is written in JavaScript and based on a port of Java code. All right, still thinking. Wow, there's a lot of possible here. Thousand of possible. There's a lot of traces now. Those traces become a key to the invisible line of force in the game, as well as a window into the spirit of thinking machine. Alright, queen to d7. Alright, so I think let's push the pawn here to e4. Simple move. Alright, that's simple. Let's use the knight to capture the pawn, attacking the bishop. Then let's bring the queen to to e2. Then let's bring the after two. Yes. Oh no. Okay, so d1, rook to d1. That's fine. Then rook to e1, controlling the center. Next question is let's capture the bishop here in d6. Then after capturing the bishop to d6, let's bring the queen to e4, attacking the king in e7, h7 I mean. Then let's bring the queen to then here we go. This is a blunder because we're going to bring the queen to h7. It's a checkmate. Let's play again. All right, let's play a different move. Let's play the easy one, e4. Let's play the Spanish opening, or knight to c3. Then let's see. So quick, bishop c4. It's a basic. It's a bishop opening. Then let's see. Yeah, let's bring the pawn to d3, supporting the pawn in e4, and the bishop here in c4. I think the next move is bishop, the black bishop. Alright, pinning my knight here in c3. My best response here is bishop to d2, blocking the pin, removing the pin from the bishop. The computer's thinking is I want to capture the pawn in e4, but it's not gonna be happen because I have a pawn here in d3. Okay, look at this one. There's an orange color here. Bishop will capture the knight in c3. That's a possible move. And there's another one here. Knight capture e4. Oh, castle. So let's bring the knight to e2. The idea of this one, knight to e2, is to give some support from c3 and preventing the knight to jump in d4. And maybe later I'm going to push the f2 pawn to f4 here. All right, queen to e7. Let's bring the king to the safe place, castle. Then let's see. And I think we're going to push. He predicted my next move here. Pawn to a3. When the bishop b4, capturing my knight to c3, I'm going to use my knight. I don't know yet. Or let's bring the knight here in g3, knight to g3, knight to f5, attacking the queen in e7. I think that's much better. And the computer is still thinking. Too many possible moves here. Getting complicated, as you can see in the board. There's a lot of curve here. All right, basic move. Yeah, that's a basic move. D6, I mean the best move. Let's bring the knight here in G3. So my idea for that one is planning to bring the knight to F5, but the problem is the bishop is already active in that diagonal. So let's see. Or we can bring our bishop to G5, pinning the knight in F6, then jumping the knight to D5. So let's try that plan. Yeah, look at that one, too many combination. Then let's wait. And the computer's still thinking. I think this thinking machine once built in 2002 was exploration version that was similar to concept to this but was completely different graphical and technicality. All right, so that's the best move, bishop 2. We have a very easy response for that one is moving the pawn to G3 because we're blocking the attack coming from the bishop and then we're attacking the bishop, and then the computer decide to move the bishop to C5 checking the king. So the best response for that one is bringing the king to H1. Then after that one our king is in a safe place. So here we go. So the bishop moves back to D7. Let's bring the bishop here to G5, pinning the knight in F6. After that one, we're going to bring the knight here to D7, D5. I mean, attacking the knight and attacking the queen. But the problem here, the knight can't capture my knight because it's pinned by the. So here we go. So before that one, let's move the pawn to C3, attacking the knight here in E4. We need to push that knight back in C6 or E6. Then after that one, that's the time we're going to capture the knight here in F6. Or we can push the pawn here to F5. So we can use the rook to attack the knight, and we have we activate the queen here in D1, so we can bring the queen here in H5. So that's the main idea. That's my main idea. Then let's see what's the best response here. Okay, while it's thinking, the Thinking Machine version 2 was an installation that looks like this one. It was shown at the London ICA 2003 as part of the work of MW2MW show. The version 3 was an improved installation show at the Ars Electronica 2004 as a part of a language of network exhibit variation. Alright, so the pawn capture our pawn. So what we're gonna do is we're going to use the rook to capture the pawn in F4. As you can see here, not only the bishop attacking the knight, even the rook is attacking the knight now. So the rook, the bishop, and the knight is working together to attack the knight because that knight is pinned by the bishop. So our next move here, I think we're going to capture the knight here in F6. Pawn capture, bishop capture. Yeah, let's do that one. Knight takes knight, pawn takes knight, bishop takes pawn, bishop capture pawn, attacking, and then the next here is checkmate. I think let's bring the queen here to H5. Then after that is a checkmate. And let's bring the queen here in G5, checking the king. Then after this one, checkmate in G7. Simple. Oh, yeah, the game is over. Oh, is there a game over? I won because it's checkmate. We have a bishop here in f6, queen attacking the king, and the king can't go anywhere. Alright, this is Joan, and thank you for watching. Bye for now.